was something there. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kenneth Francis out of Houston, Texas. Excited to be here. We got about another few seconds here. I'm just going to kind of introduce myself and bring up the speaker for the night and for the last few days, Mr. Samuel Bean. Excited to be in partnership with him, and but I go back to 2003, working full time on my job, part time on my career or my fortune or my vision outside of what I was doing at that time. And just over the years, this word on the screen, you see collaborate. I began to collaborate with individuals that had different ways of thinking, different philosophies, uh, different approaches when it came to creating wealth and generating residual income, things of that nature. And I ran across Mr. Bean in one of those opportunities, and we've been friends ever since. And it's been really, really great to be a friend of his, and also he's been a mentor of mine from afar for many, many years, setting an example of how you go about this life of entrepreneurship, with family and building and rebuilding and continue to process information and partner up and build and doing extremely well, by the way. The gentleman's earned significant income many, many, many times in seven figures up to eight figures in the, we call it the coffee deal, right? And that's where actually where I met him. But just got a lot of respect for this gentleman. He's a family man, 30-year Army veteran, retired from the military. Is just a bright, brilliant mind when it comes to scaling companies and helping people, and also serving his community as well. So, without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Samuel Bean. Are you out there? Can you hear me?
I am out here. Matter of fact, let me get the sun out of my eyes so you guys can see me without being distracted. Yes, it's bright out here in Texas.
Yeah.
So I want to say welcome to each and every last one of you guys here. And like he said, this is day three of a 4-day series. And what we're doing right now for Mr. Francis is we're building out his cabin. Okay, guys, we are launching an endeavor that right now we're in all 50 states and we're about to embark on our international journey. And it's going to be a real big deal. And so I want to make sure you guys get yourself something to write with, get yourself something to write on. One thing that you won't have tonight is a hype session. One thing that you will have, though, is an education. And whether you do business with us or not, the information that you get tonight, you can take that information and use it, in what you're already currently doing in business. Okay, this is a business model that I've actually grown fond of. I've made seven figures in three different industries using the collaboration model. And I say that not to impress you or to brag, but to impress upon you that what we do works. And I was blessed enough to be amongst people who were able to teach me the ins and outs to collaborating. They just didn't call it that. So when you look at tonight's conversation, guys, we are really putting people in a position where they can supplement some income. They can replace a whole entire occupation, or they can go out there and expand the companies in which they are building currently. Okay. And that collaborate word is a very, very important word. It means you're doing something together. And so tonight we're going to talk about the cash flow blueprint for business professionals, and that's any and all professionals. Okay. And so one thing I'm proud of when it comes to my actual personal branding, and I like to call myself the economic equalizer because I grew up in honest, humble beginnings, and let's just say government assistance without going into all the gory details. But one thing I always wanted to be able to do is not just make money for me. I wanted to make money for my family, teach them how to make money, and then it grew out to wanting to help people all around the world make money. Okay, so uh, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing rolling. That way we can get you guys on the way to education. Okay. And so a lot of people, guys, a lot of people are very bright individuals when it comes to ideas and being creative. But what most people lack when it comes to, the thing that they need the most is emotional sophistication. Yeah, a lot of people, have this desire to be the one that creates everything and takes 100% of the credit. And people who are truly successful, they really don't care who creates it. They don't care about the credit. They just want the cash. Okay. And when you look at that word ego, EGO, edging goes out. And so, for everyone who has a huge ego and has huge goals, you'll find that you can't have a huge ego and a huge bank account at the same exact time. One has to give way. Okay? And when I look at these people here, it's on the screen. Every one of these brands, I dare to say, is bigger than every one of ours that's on this actual call. Okay, so when you look at individuals who partner with other individuals, Hewlett and David Packard, Steve and Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, these guys, the late great Charlie Munger, as these guys have done some amazing things and built, billion-dollar and trillion-dollar businesses by collaborating and partnering together. Then you look at all these recognizable brands who've made billions of dollars on their own, right? They can stand alone and continue to make more billion dollars, but they said, you know what? Let's do something special. Let's do something creative. Let's go ahead and put Taco Bell and KFC in the same building. Let's go ahead and use Rihanna as the brand ambassador for her new line of clothing with Puma. Let's go ahead and put Louis Vuitton and BMW together. Spotify so good they partnered and collaborated with Starbucks and Uber. As you see it here, Apple, Nike, Fendi, Versace, right? Again, this is the new trend, right? So trying to do something, all by your lonesome will keep you all by your lonesome economically. Okay. And so that's why I really want you guys to pay attention, to what I'm talking about tonight. So one of the things, a couple of things I want to talk about tonight is, one, want to make sure we introduce you properly to our plug and profit model. Okay. This is when you put your resources, into our business model, into our system. We do 100% of the work and you get 100% of your commissions. Okay. Two, we're going to help you blueprint your additional six-figure income or strategy. Right. That's going to be done mid to halfway through this conversation. And then we're going to introduce home essential services professionals to multiple streams of lucrative incomes. So you have, people who are in a business that they sell products or services to homeowners. We're going to show those individuals how they can become some of the wealthiest people on the planet. Okay. So the visionaries for the actual company that we use and that we built this collaborate model around. One, it's the CEO, Winston Navarro, serial entrepreneur, gentleman has done over $1 billion in sales, as you can see there, has a huge heart. But the one thing that I can tell you about him is that he's not just one of those people that talks about helping people. He's all about it. His smart money concept, the smart money club that he created that's in this business model, it tells you where his heart's at. Okay. Then you have JC Rangel, 24 years of experience in business, basically launched a couple of different companies, and he was the top salesperson in the last of his couple of endeavors. And he's the reason why we have some of the partnerships that we've actually aligned with, on this journey. Okay. Then you have myself, U.S. veteran Army, military veteran rather, and my wife and I have been blessed, to again have some measurable levels of success in business. And again, for me, it's all about coaching, mentoring. It's all about systems and simplicity. And so we have two other individuals who are not featured here because they have contracts where they can't be on the face of another company, but they were smart enough to invest, and uh, and I'll leave their names, as it should be in private. But Bill Network, guys, this is a network that has a new and innovative home essential service brokerages. And when I say, the brokerage, that puts you in a position where you're like a real estate broker or a mortgage broker or insurance broker, but you're basically a business broker. You're the go-between person if you take the entrepreneur position here. Okay. So we do help entrepreneurs and business owners diversify by giving them access to several different services from companies with recognizable brands who we have partnered with. Okay. So we've done the partnering, we've done all the legwork, we've brought all the people to the table. Now we're going to give you access to what they sell and we're going to sell it for you. Okay. Build also has a part-time and full-time sales career opportunity for you, along with the option to build a sales force. So for a person who says, I just want to come in and I want to sell as much as I want to sell, I want to make a six or multiple six-figure annual income on a part-time basis or a full-time basis, right? Without recruiting. That's all I want to do. We have that for individuals. But for a person who wants to build a sales force, who wants to build a subscriber-based business or who wants to build a brokerage, we have that for you as well. So, and then rounding off this page, guys, customer satisfaction and trust from the sales force and your brand are important to us. You know, we only partner with the companies that are top five and have great track records in their industry. So when you do business with us and you do business with them, you can sleep easy at night knowing that your people will be taken care of. Okay. So it's all about you, and that's it starts with you. Your rise and your fall, your wealth or your poverty, right? You know, that is all going to be determined by the person who's making the decisions. Okay. And when I go back to my real estate days when I got out of the military and in '96 to 2008, I sold a lot of houses. Just made a lot of money. And when I got a mentor, my mentor taught me, he said, look, you're leaving money on the table, okay? And you're blocking your blessings from other business people. And I asked him why. He said, because all you see is real estate. All you see is what you do. So you're closed-minded and you can't see outside of the box that you placed yourself in. Okay. If you turn around and just change your identity and identity from being a real estate agent to a business owner that uses real estate to make millions of dollars in business, then you'll be open for other things. Okay. And so that was probably the most impactful conversation anybody's ever had to me when it came to business because, I would go on to now open up multiple companies in the real estate platform. I opened up a loss mitigation company. I partnered with a mortgage company, and I partnered with some other people who were doing make ready and things like that. And so I wanted to build a full service real estate suite. But luck would have it, or fate would have it, that 2008 would come around and the market would reset itself. It would crash, and I would lose all three companies and partnerships. And with that, I lost everything financially. Okay, facing foreclosure, repossession, bankruptcy. Wife was 6 months pregnant, and because of the conversation that I had with him, life wasn't over. I had options, and the option was coffee, something I didn't drink, and but something that I can actually build a network around. And my mentor taught me how to do that. Went on and made almost eight figures in actual revenue and income. Okay, so if it wasn't for me being open-minded, having an identity as an entrepreneur versus real estate, it would have been over for me. Okay. And so I want to make sure you guys are open minded, you're flexible, and, again, always put yourself in a position where you're listening and evaluating companies as opposed to shooting them down based on um, having no information or misinformation. Okay. But you get an opportunity here to build and own your own book of business, which means that the company allows you to get to a certain level. And once you build it, you sign a contract with them and you can walk away. The business performs on its own and you continue to create the revenue or generate the revenue and take the revenue for every day going forward. And it's willable to your family. Okay. We'll get with you on your financial goals. We'll show you how to use the clients that you've served in the past and your team that you may have, whether it be a real estate team, whether it be a sales team, whether it be, a marketing team, whatever it is, we'll show you how to blueprint your actual income using those dynamics. All right. Why partner with Bill? So partnering with Bill allows you to expand in all 50 states, and then like I said, we have international coming soon. So a person who's in, let's say here, I see some people here from Houston and Texas. If you're just a person who's in Texas, that's all you're doing business in. Now you have an opportunity to go all over the U.S. and do business. Okay. We're going to add 10 high ticket and trending services to your offering. So now you're not just a realtor, you're a business person that offers a suite of services to your clients. So when you look at the ecosystem, you become Apple, but for home essential situations. Okay. Apple, you buy an iPhone, guess what else you buy? You buy the iPad, you buy the iPod, you buy the MacBook, you buy the iTunes, iTV, iWatch, you buy everything that they have in that ecosystem, right? Well, it's the same thing for us. You're going to buy, one, two, three, four, five of all these clients will buy, one to five to 10 of these things that we actually have, and you get paid multiple times under one roof instead of just one. Okay. So done for you, broker model. Again, I mentioned it earlier with our plug and profit. You do. all you do is actually submit the resources to the system. We do 100% of the work, and you keep 100% of your commissions. Okay, no additional manpower or major funding required. So this is a really good situation for a person who's looking to expand and scale their companies, but don't have the resources to do that. And when it comes to simplicity, guys, and keeping you from being confused or jumping through hoops, we compensate in 1099 your salespeople for you. So that's what that responsibility falls on us. 100% transparency through your partner portal. So anytime you submit a lead in our system, you track that lead in its entirety all the way to completion. Okay. And then you maintain your day to day without being disrupted, right? We don't want you to do anything that you're not doing already outside of what we instruct you to, which will only take a couple of hours a week. Okay. Now, who's your target market? Who's your target audience, guys? It's your past, your present, and your future client base. And it's because they're the most optimal sales lead resources for you. Okay. Since you already done business with them, guys, it automatically opens the door for you to offer other services. So you and basically you have brand loyalty. Okay. They already know you, like you, and trust you. And they will give you referrals, especially if they don't want to buy anything from you at the moment. Okay. And so when you go back to a person and you let them know what you actually have, that you've now, added other services to your offerings, if they're not in a position to buy now or they don't need it, they will still refer people to you. And they'll do that because you now will give them a referral anywhere from $250 up to $1,000 for your homeowner affiliates. Okay. Collaboration over competition. So when you look at brokers, brokers can now partner with home service pros, entrepreneurs, and salespeople in 50 states. Okay? It's also estimated that nearly 1 million global companies cater to homeowners. As that says something. Homeowners are people who are qualified, they have decent credit, to good credit, and they have cash flow. They have good occupations and careers, right? And so these are qualified buyers. Okay? And so everybody is now creating something that they can sell them. As a matter of fact, to the tune of 150 unique industries and sub industries cater to homeowners because they know that's where the money's at. Okay. So when you look at industries, that you see here in front of you, these are all you know, and but there are so many more. Okay. And when you're looking at being a realtor, let's say you are. Give an example. We have people who are EXP realtors, right? They've recruited and brought on, partner with rather, the LPT realtors. We have people from Remax who've actually brokered and partnered with Century 21 people. So again, at this point in time, you're not trying to compete against them. Now you're trying to partner with them and collaborate with them because now you're making money together. Okay. So when it comes to your business portfolio, guys, I want to make sure you guys see exactly what we have our hands on right now. So instead of you having just what you do, now you have now inherited all of these other verticals that you now get a chance to offer. Okay, so when you look at the residential solar, as you can see right now, solar pays well, $6,000 to $10,000 a transaction. Okay, and when you look at how important solar is right now, that market is booming. It's exploding right now, and for a lot of different reasons. As when you look at what's happening in the government right now, people are trying to put themselves in a position where they can take advantage of the tax breaks. They know for a fact that they can get low interest rates on it with zero money down. It's going to increase the value of the home. And guys, when you talk about you know just you being in a position where one day you have a light bill that will go away, right? And now you own the machine, or you own the system that powers your home, just like you own the home that you live in. There's nothing sweeter than that. Okay. Now, when you look at commercial solar, $40,000 to $100,000 for commercial deals. Okay. We actually have a partnership and with a company who's making our rain alkaline hydration filtration systems. As last year in North America alone, 8.4 trillion, 8.4 billion dollars was generated in sales with water filtration. Okay, and the companies that are out there right now that have been in business longer than us, their machines are twice as much as ours, not as effective, and they pay $300 to $400, commission when we pay $1,000 to $2,000 an hour. Okay? Now, our roofing company, guys, we have residential and commercial roofing. And what we do is we have a claims company that when they locate and identify a home that has a roof that needs to be replaced, boom, you go in there, 45-minute conversation, and guess what? You're walking away with $2,000 to $4,000 in cash if it's residential, and $30,000 to $45,000 in cash on average if it's commercial. Okay, and we have people who are doing $100,000 in some commercial deals. So this is one of our fastest growing dynamics in the company. Now, when you look at the Ripple Security, ADT Security, and Bring Security, these are all security systems that when you pay, when you get them a person on it, rather, the company pays you $400 to $700 per transaction. Now, the Ripple is going to be a hot topic and a hot product because it's portable and it's military grade, which means that you can arm it wherever you're at, unarm it, and take it somewhere else and rearm it. Also, it's not hardwired to anything. So when the pressure of the house changes, like an external window or external door opens, it automatically goes crazy, and the burglar or intruder cannot turn it off because they cannot find it. Okay. Then you have the wealth creation model, which is again the baby, for the owner, the CEO, Mr. Navarro, the Smart Money Club. Yeah, Smart Money Club puts a person in a position where they have access now to credit repair programs. Okay, all they pay for is the credit report, and they have a program that they can use themselves, they can sell, or they can actually allow their family and friends to use. We have business credit program. We have uh, advisors that teach you what to do with money, teach you we have insurance agents that teach you how to go in here and position yourself where you can use insurance to as an investment vehicle or a savings vehicle or something of that nature, right? We have all kinds of things where a person can come in and enhance their quality of life economically in our smart money club. And coming soon this month, in fact, we have our build academy, which is going to put people all around the world in a position where now they can upgrade and get access to all the finance educations when it comes to blockchain, comes to cryptocurrency, forex trading, DeFi, AI, and more. Right. So that's things that people are clamoring for. They know it's coming and they're losing it. Okay. Then one of my personal favorites, the Aventi Travel Vacation Club, guys. This is one of the things where we work hard, okay, and so we play hard. So we want to make sure that we play on a discount. We want to make sure we play at the 4 and 5 star resorts all around the world, for little to nothing, right? So this company has curated trips as well, and on the anniversary of your membership, guys, every year the company gives you a free 4 or 5 star vacation stay. Okay, that value anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 per trip. Okay, we have over 3,000 locations around the world that you get to choose from every year on your anniversary. Okay, so when you look at everything that we have, guys, the value is here. I have people who are tax people. Matter of fact, I'm doing a taxation presentation next week for a young lady who has 17,000 people in her client base, 8 offices, right? And she's doing it because this is going to be a tax write-off for them, a tax write-off in a box. This is a simple strategy, but each and every last one of her customers and clients, they get access to all of this stuff. So guess what? As a member, they may not be there to sell. They might not be there just for the tax benefits, but anytime they buy anything from themselves, guess what? They get the commission, right? It's just like you. Any of you buy anything from yourself, guess what? You get the commission. The company doesn't. Okay. So that's one thing. And guess what? When her customers travel on a discount, they're going to use that as a rebate as well as the deduction as a tax write-off. So again, there are a lot of different ways you can skin this cat. Okay. So but your perpetual profit center, guys, is here, and it's one that a lot of people are extremely excited about once they see it. Now, we have 3 steps to 4 figures here, and I use solar for this example right now. And basically, step one, you piquing a person's interest. We're going to give you a downloadable list of benefits that you're going to hand, email, or text to your customers when they ask you everything about solar. Your job is not to teach them or tell them anything. right? You're going to get their bill. You're going to set the appointment with the actual expert in your solar division. That expert is going to walk them through the process, educate them from top to bottom, and lead them to a buying decision. And when that happens, you're going to make a four-figure commission. And let me show you what that looks like in a lot of cases. See, remember I told you the average commission was $6,000 to $10,000. This is $8,200. So this is a customer, that bought from one of our EXP realtors that's in our network. We gave him the script. He contacted one of his past clients like we instructed him to, and that customer that was paying $290 a month for solar, they're now paying $410 a month. And I'm sorry, they were paying $410 a month for solar, and now they're paying $290. And that $290 is locked in, never to increase and one day to go away, right? On the other hand, you have a win-win situation where the mentor or the person who's the expert, they did the heavy lifting for the realtor, but they both got the exact same amount of money, $4,100, right? So that's a beautiful thing. And as you can see, that quote right there says the solar sales presentation is not a presentation, it's an IQ test. Basically, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. So this is how we put you in a five-figure a month, six-figure a year situation. Okay. And again, the more resources you have that you bring to the table, that's when it becomes a multiple six-figure annual situation. Okay. But 5 hours a week equals six figures a year. And I use 5 hours a week because it's a nice round number. But people who have influence, guys, you can do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a week and have more results from a person than a person who doesn't. Okay. So, because all you're looking to do at a minimal is to set 2 to 5 appointments per week. Okay. You set 2 to 5 appointments per week. At the worst, let's say we close 3 deals, and that 3 deals based on the fact that a person may not have great credit or they may not qualify for whatever reason, but 3 deals nonetheless is 5 figures a month. Okay. You do that every month, guys, and guess what? That's 6 figures a year. You added another 6 figures to your income, to your bank account. And this is why I ask you, what do you have to do at this moment to make that happen in what you do for a living right now? More marketing, more advertising, lead generation, AI, have somebody do 50 million videos for you and put them on social media. What do you have to do right now? Right? Work extra hours, burn the midnight oil. What do you have to do right now? Does it look anything close to the simplicity that we have actually created for you right now in this moment? Okay. And again, the answer normally is no, right? Most people don't have anything in their portfolio that could get them that type of revenue with ease, okay, without them being fully involved and engaged. Aventi Travel Vacation Club, we talked about that already. And when we talk about the subscriptions, guys, the cost to do business, $99 a month. Um, when you look at that subscription and the commission that it pays out, it puts you in a position where now you become like the Amazon, the Jeff Bezos of business, but in this platform, in the collaboration platform. Amazon sells everything, right? And they have new products coming on board every day. There are people who are taking products off every day. But the one thing that Jeff Bezos understands outside of being able to extract a commission or override on everything that's sold on that platform is that he has 240, 250 million subscriptions when it comes to Amazon Prime and the other 14 subscriptions that they have in this company. Okay. So that's where his security comes in at. So if you go and look at subscription based businesses right now, guys, it's the fastest growing segment of businesses that are being opened today. People are looking at the economy and saying right now there's nothing reliable about the economy we live in when it comes to traditional businesses and jobs. When COVID hit, 30,000 companies in the US shut down, millions of people lost their jobs, right? So you are not insulated from disaster or from a bad decision from somebody who can make a decision based on how they feel, right, based on an emotion. You can't control that. Your families are left in devastation right now. You have over 100,000 people in the U.S. in 90 days lost a job, or they didn't lose a job. They were removed from the position because the position no longer exists. Right? You have was it 6.4 million people who are behind on their mortgage right now, 9.6 million people who are behind on their rent right now, 16 million people can't pay for where they stay. When COVID hit, guys, my wife and I, because of residual income, because we had coffee distributions and coffee subscribers, we went from 50 grand a month to 70,000 plus a month. We increased our sales and volume $200,000 a month when COVID hit. We bought my wife her dream house at a discount because someone couldn't afford the house, and we bought it from them before they actually lost it. So they kept their credit intact. They lost a lot of the equity because that's why we purchased it. But it was because of the residual income. And oh, by the way, I actually had a travel company at that time that I was making 45 grand a month, right? I lost because travel stopped. I lost about 20 grand of that 40 grand a month. And the 40 grand didn't go away because that was based on subscriptions. Had it been all travel, guys, I would have lost everything. Okay, on that deal. So I just want to let you know, guys, this is the way of the future. And people who don't have subscription based income as a part of their portfolio, I'm gonna just tell you right now, you're playing with fire. Okay, so we'll take you from cash flow to ownership. Like I said earlier today, guys, and I'll say it again. Build is the only cash flow collaboration model designed where when you plug in your resources, we do 100% of the work and you get 100% of the commissions and bonuses. Okay. And remember, every broker can own the book of business that we help you create. I built a company and a book of business, guys, that was performing and doing over $800,000 a month in sales, almost $900,000 a month. And because we were not actively building that company, we built it and we basically lived our life because it was residual recurring income. They found a loophole to take that book of business from us. Okay, here that'll never happen. Okay, that's why I came out of retirement at 3 years after retirement to do this. So now I can get people in a position where they can make whatever kind of money they want to make and willing to make, and they can keep it without somebody taking it away. Okay. So you got to ask yourself on the way out, guys, what did you like best about what you saw? Okay. How can you see this benefiting your company, occupation, or career? Bottom line, household, right? And why would you do business and collaborate with us? Why would you? Okay. That's the question that you want to ask yourself. Those are the questions that we want answers to. Okay. So, what happened to my slide here? Okay. Well, I don't know what happened to half my slide, but I can tell you right now, the onboarding process, guys, it's $199 to get yourself positioned in the company. And right now, we're doing it at $199 because we want to give people who are looking at it in its infancy stage an opportunity to get in, so we can now prove to everybody that the business model works. Okay. Within the next 45 to 90 days, I would say 45 to 60 days, we're going to increase it to 499. Okay. Because we have costs and overhead that we have to take care of. But you won't be um, or liable for an upgrade. You'll be grandfathered in. Okay, just like at the end of the year, it'll be 999. Okay, and at 999, that's going to be again the same situation. That's going to be for the new people. You'll be grandfathered in, and so you'll get the benefits that they'll have, but you'll be grandfathered in. Now, the other thing when it comes to the onboarding, we want to make sure that you get access to the scripts. Make sure you get access, to everything that you need to build it, the trainings, everything that we have on the table to offer you. Okay, we're going to make sure we get you your login. We want to make sure that we introduce you and walk you through your partner portal. Okay, anything and everything you need to get it started, you'll have. Now, getting qualified on this other side here, we're going to take you, oh, you're going to take the in-house certifications. Basically, no government licenses required. Basically, you have a couple of questions that are 2 to 3 minute videos that you're going to watch, and those questions are multiple choice, and you can't fail the test. You just uh, answer the question again, watch the video again, answer the question again, because we want to make sure you have some common knowledge, okay, of what we have our hands on. Okay, learn how to add leads to the system. Download your customer benefits that you're going to hand them or send them or text them, right? Email them. Add the past clients to your free Drip CRM. So Drip is just like Go High level, right? And we're going to give you that for free right now. Now it's not going to be free again. Once we hit the 499 button, guys, that's going to be one of those things that's going to be a cost to you. Okay. But you'll be grandfathered in, so you won't have to worry about paying that. Okay. The other thing is because you are a part of our network, you have access to elite training, training from people like Grant Cardone, Chris Hart, and Mr. Passy, Danny Passy, some of the top trainers around the world, right? Along with people like myself and the CEO and other partners in the company that train as well. Okay, so you get all of that for that 99, that $97. Now, I'm sorry, for the 99, 199 and 99 a month. Now you also have access to a lead generation program that we're going to start that program in the month of May, and the person's going to train that. You won't have to pay the individual to train you. The only thing you'll be responsible for is your ad spend. So we give you everything. One thing that we don't give you is a way to say no. This is a rejection proof situation. So again, make sure that you make the right decision. Make sure you get back to the person that invited you out here, and that person, I'm quite sure, more time than not today, is going to be Ken. So because this is his lunch deal. But I'm glad that we got a chance to have this conversation day 3 or 4 days. For those of you who see the value in it, those of you who are going to get started, guess what? You get a chance to invite a couple of people out tomorrow morning at 11:30 Central Standard Time, and we'll be doing this one more again, as we like to say here in Houston. So, Ken, any parting shots on the way out that you like to, you know, make before we get out of here?
No, not many, Sam. But again, incredible job. It just becomes clearer and clearer. And I hope that, if this is new for you, new information that, you may have got an aha moment, or maybe if you've heard it from the second time, third time, and tomorrow, the fourth time, that it's some things triggering and firing off, right? Because that's what this is all about. You're not going to retain all this information, but there's got to be some, points in this presentation or conversation that start to make sense, right? And that's what it's all about. So main thing is take a position. It's absolutely free just to get a position and be a fly on the wall and just learn and kind of understand your way to finding out how this could fit your current model or business that you already currently have. So, yeah, I don't have anything else, Sam. I appreciate you as usual. I'm loving some of the results we're having, and I'm in the back end now when people are asking me, what product does this and how does this work and how does this work, and people are wanting to feel it out, right, and get an experience, and that's what it's all about, man. Because I know I'm loving mine so far, having success with the smart money system. Of course, getting involved and just going down through the trainings. I've learned so much already in not even a week. So it's been an exceptional platform, and it's well put together. And you can tell professionals are at the helm of this deal, man. I'm excited about it. So
Yes,
appreciate you.
sir. And so each and every last one of you guys, again, get back with, Ken, because in freedom ain't free, first and foremost, right? Get yourself positioned, get your builder pack. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a strategy session for you where you get that game plan done. Okay. So you'll know everything that you need to do going forward, and you'll make the decisions on how you want to participate at that time. So, with that being said, guys, I look forward to working with you. Thank you, Ken. And
One
then,
more, one more thing, Sam.
yes,
Congratulations to Mr. Michael Chisman and Coach
uh,
Demetrius Etheridge. And
uh,
also, we have Mr. Cleveland Andrews. I know he's going to be getting started. Three people are getting started already this week, so we're ramping it up. So by the end of this week, the plan is to have 5 to 10 new people by Sunday. I know we're going to hit those numbers, and it's all about who's ready to rock and roll, man. Get positioned, man. I'm looking forward to it.
all right, big guy. Y'all have a great one. And like I said,
All
welcome
right.
to the family, guys.